Fiona was full of life all the time. And it's life like that that drives things along. Fiona, as one of the Gatekeeper's pardon me, trustees, was very much part of getting things rolling, getting things done, and just putting on something that ran seamlessly, hopefully, but all worked so that everybody involved could be part of that. And I was asked if I could come along and just say a bit about Fiona, but before I do that, really, it's not right that I should just take a few minutes of your time to talk about the joys that Fiona put into things, but two of her very close friends on the trustees. We've got a little lantern of remembrance here, so I'm going to be surrounded by flames in a minute, which will probably be good training for later on for me. But we'll have this little candle lit in this lantern. But if Richard and Sarah could come up the front. Richard, would you like to come on this side? Sarah on that side. And it all gets a bit complicated. Now come around the front a bit. Let everybody see you. Now, this is the old technical stuff now. I'm going to give you a choice of 3 matches because, you know, then you can throw them on the floor if you want to. That's what happens with matches. Now, if you could light a match and light Richard's taper for him, please. And Richard, candle. You light the candle. Two friends of many years standing on the trustees who worked with Fiona. Thank you to all, but I know that she was someone special, especially for both of you. Okay. Well, it's guaranteed to burn for 58 hours. You can tell why, can't you? It'll probably go on for about a month at that rate, but it'll get going in a minute. Fiona. Well, as I said, she was someone vibrant, but someone positive. When she found what she wanted to do in life, finally, like all of us, I suppose it takes a bit of a while sometimes to find who we truly are. It took Fiona quite a long time because of all sorts of circumstances. But when she discovered, when she started working with reality, the reality of the land, the soil, the plants, this was where she should be. She'd always had sympathies in those directions, but actually to be out there amongst all weathers, she took on and formed her own landscape design and gardening business. And she wrote some books. I think it was 5 books, maybe 7, I think it was 5, but certainly 5 books that a publisher said, write us another one, so they must have been selling all right. And she wrote these books on plants and on gardening. And she was a regular at the Royal Welsh Show, and places like that where she was actually in the front line and promoting the type of work that she was doing. But it was those joys, really, her joy of our land. And when I first moved up to the Malvern area, the first time I met Fiona was on a walk. a gatekeeper's walk. Fiona was the Malvern rep of the gatekeepers. At the very least, you could say she was the Malvern rep of the gatekeepers. She was the gatekeepers as far as Malvern was concerned, in just about all respects. And she organised the walks. Boy, did she organise the walks. You knew you had a walk coming, and you knew where you'd be, and you knew where you've got to move on when you're told, because we were going to experience the piece of landscape that she'd recce'd for us and sorted for that particular walk. And regularly through the year, on all the quarter days, we'd go out, or the weekend nearest to the quarter day, we'd be out walking those hills. And that was the experience of a lot of people, not just mine, but the said who started the Malvern Dowsers when he moved down from London to Malvern. The first thing he did was meet Fiona on a walk. And the gatekeepers in Malvern really were responsible, indirectly, but the Gatekeeper's Trust was responsible for quite a ferment of interesting things. The local dowsers, the walks, and the interest generally in what was going on. For someone like myself who'd always been immersed in reality, I call it reality, this land, it's my land, it's our land. It was wonderful to just be up here tonight. You know, we heard about the early inhabitants, didn't we, this morning? The Celts. Well, there wasn't one Celtic race not represented up here on this front row tonight. And it was wonderful there just to feel the reality of this land. The reality which has been passed down. And reality which is all of us. Because this land has been open to those who've wanted to come in. And so many nationalities have become part of us here. We are part of this land. Without the land, we wouldn't be here. And my place, I'm from the land, I shall go back to it again. This is my land. And this is exactly the way Fiona felt. A strong loyalty and fervent belief in this land. The land that she loved. Its traditions and its culture and everything that she could see. And some of her walks were quite extensive. We'd take in quite a lot in the course of a very rapid pilgrimage around great big chunks of the landscape. But they were all purposeful, pointed, and productive. The gatekeepers have lost, in a way, a very, very important string to the bow. But it's not lost. Fiona's not lost. Fiona is still very much part of here. Fiona was happy when the time came to move on. And she did it beautifully. We all miss Fiona, no matter what the strength of our involvement with the Gatekeepers Trust was, whether we were trustees who, like those of you here, have your regular trustees meetings, or whether you were just people on the fringes, very much like me, then it made no difference. Fiona could always walk up to you at a gathering like this and say, I was here 2 years ago, you're so-and-so. How did you get on with so-and-so. And it had just all clicked back into place like that. That wasn't an affectation. That was her. That was her being who she was, and positively who she was. And I think her message really is that that's exactly what we do. We are positively who we are, and we enjoy it. We enjoy the life that we are thankful for in this land, and we do everything we can to nurture the land, to be in tune with the land. Just when you go out, oh, it's raining. It's soft, refreshing rain. Remember the old song, the old hymn, all good gifts around us are sent from heaven above. All very pretty and poetic, I know. But the soft, refreshing rain, the seed time and the harvest, that time of year that we've just passed through, the final harvest of the year, sowing. And it was so fitting in a way that it was just at the beginning of sowing tide when Fiona made her final move. Happily. And a big thank you to Fiona, I'm sure, from everyone who knew her. And don't forget, there's Jay Ramsey here, whose card is on the table as well. Another friend that a lot of you lost. But there's a card here for Fiona, card for both of them, both on this table. If you want to just make your feelings felt, the cards will be sent on to their relatives. So don't forget they're on the table. But thank you for putting up with me for a few minutes. And we haven't brought the tone of the meeting down, we brought it on. This, tonight, is a celebration of all things good, all things positive, and an affirmation that we just don't sit on our backsides, we get out there and do something. That was Fiona's way. Up and at 'em and get out and do it. Yeah.